What's going on, everybody? So we're going to jump right into this simple beard tutorial. I have my number 2 all the way open. I just closed it and I started out a little bit below the ear so that way I can remind myself where I was at when I go to the other side. Now I went ahead and did the 1.5, a little bit higher than that, open, and then I closed it and then went a little bit higher than that. Now I have my number 1 open, and I just move up a little bit higher and just make sure I clean those hairs up real good. Then I go ahead and close it and I do the same thing. Now I opened it again just to tap at that line to make sure we tie it together a little bit better. Now I'm going to go with the half guard all the way open, and then I'll close it, and I'm just moving up the whole time, just trying to create that blend by starting longer, lower, and then just getting shorter and shorter as I move my way up all the way to the bald area, which I want to create right about the top of the ear area. So now I have no guard on, blade fully open, and then I'll just close it and I'll do some lever play just to tap at little dark hairs to make sure that it looks as blended as possible. So now, because he's going to go home and shave his head, I just went ahead and gave him a little taper so it didn't look real funny. And I didn't have to do that because I'm only getting paid for the beard. But, you want to give that little extra to your client so that way they don't feel, stupid when they walk out the door, right? So I'm just giving them a little taper. And now you see I'm using my trimmers to bald out. And I don't know if you caught that, but I was flicking down with the trimmer as well. And it just kind of helps blend those hairs together. And then I hit it with the shaver. Now I'm going to comb out the beard. And he wants to leave the goatee area alone. We're going to clean it up just a little bit, but he wants to, give it the illusion that that's longer and the rest of it's shorter and faded. So what I'm doing is I'm doing clipper over comb, and as you can see, I go tighter in that back area and I want it to gradually get longer. So I'm holding the part of the comb closer to his ear that I go tighter with, and then I just go up with that angle and creating that angle from where that number 2 was. I just hold it, closer to the ear, in that number 2 area, and I pull it out farther from his jaw, and I just do the clipper over comb to, give it that fade all the way down his face. Now, usually when you have a rounder face and you want to give someone a sharper look, but still keep the beard nice and full, all we do is go ahead and keep that beard under his chin area low by the Adam's apple, but we give it an angle coming up towards the jawline in the back, so that way when you look from the front, it gives it more of an elongated shape. Now, obviously, we are cleaning up the back line, and you can see where I use my clipper rather to kind of shape that bottom angle. Now I have a guideline that I can just go in with my trimmers and clean up. Now you'll notice all throughout this video that I'm constantly combing in this area simply because hairs like to curl up and hide in the beard. And I don't want them walking out and then, a little bit later as they move their head and their neck, that those little hairs start showing. So I comb, man, and I just comb and trim, comb and trim, comb and trim to make sure that we get all those hairs as even as possible. So now I'm going to come in and just create that top line. As you can see, I was hitting more of those longer hairs that were more thin. I went ahead and knocked them down so I can get a sharper line, and I did that by taking it down to the more fuller part of the beard. Now I'm just going through, hitting any loose hairs, making sure that's blending together nicely and there's no loose hair sticking out. Also, right here where the beard connects to the mustache, sometimes there's some long hairs there that I like to just go up against and make sure that we get that taken care of. Now I'm going to go ahead and create the line under the beard. And as he looks up, you can't really tell the shape. It looks like it's going from the center being higher and then going down towards the corners. But the reality is it's just the angle that he's looking at. So we're going to go ahead and follow that angle. That's why I set it up to begin with. because if you're looking at it from the front where I'm standing, it could look like it may go down or straight across. But because we already established that with his head straight up, we know that it's going up at an angle. So we're just going to keep combing and making sure that we get all those loose hairs pulled down, and we just keep cleaning them up, and then, you know, trim that neck up and hit it with the shaver. Once again, we want to keep combing and keep trimming. Make sure we get it as clean as possible. If I see any loose hairs during this process, I just freehand them and knock them off. One of the things also that I love about doing the beard this way, by combing it down towards the neck, that just means it's going to be shorter at the bottom line of his neck there, and as it goes further towards his goatee, it's going to, you know, give him more of that chiseled shape from the side once we comb that beard back out. So while I'm here, might as well just use my shaver to go up against the grain in his cheek area. I'll also hit it with the razor, but the razor I go down with, so I like to go up with the shaver. Now there again, I just keep combing and I look, and I just want that line to be as clean as possible, especially under that neck area, just because, like I said, in that crease, hairs like to kind of curl up and hide. All right, so now in the mustache area, what I like to do when someone wants to keep a thick, full mustache, I go ahead and use my number 1 guard, either open or closed, depending on how tight I want to go. Right now I did it closed, and I just go with the grain, and it keeps it kind of fuller, and then I just come in and line up everything over the lip. Now I didn't go up too high over the lip, simply because he wants to keep it, you know, fuller looking, but we did go ahead and line that up nicely just to give him a clean look for a mustache. We'll also hit the top of that, but I'm always combing down those hairs also to make sure I get all the ones that are curled up in the mustache. Now, as you can see, I like to lift up the corner of their cheek to get right there in the corner of their mouth area, because having a beard, that's one of the most frustrating places for me when people don't hit that. Now I will have him just look straight and not pull his lip down, and I'll go ahead and get the mustache as, you know, straight as possible as far as looking even with the line, and then I'll have him pull it down, and I just clean up. Now that I have my shape, I'll just clean up any little hairs that may stick out a little bit higher, but we already have the shape established by lining it up with his mouth regular. Now we just going in, hitting in those corners to tie him into the beard. And now I just, he just wanted to lightly clean up in this goatee area, just to make sure that we give it more of a natural look. So I'm just hitting some of those loose hairs just to clean it up a little bit. I won't even go in there with the razor. Usually I would, but because he wants that more natural look, I'm not gonna, you know, hit it with the razor and make it look real sharp. I just lightly hit those little hairs, once again trying to keep it as natural as possible, but giving it some kind of shape. Now, a lot of times when I have their head back like this, I'll go ahead and hit those nose hairs if I see any. And make sure you do that, man. That's part of the grooming experience. Also, make sure you hit the ear hairs as well. There's times that I go home after a cut and my wife will say, "Does no one do ear hairs anymore?" And I'm like, "I don't know, baby. I know I do." So she'll have to clean that up for me. But anyways, make sure you do the ear hair, the nose hair, all that good stuff. Now I come in with my shears and I just go ahead and comb through it, and I just hit any of the loose hairs that are sticking out to give it a more clean look. Now, whenever they leave and they take a shower, sometimes little hairs will start poking back out again. But at least when they leave, you got it looking as clean as possible, right? All right, so now I don't usually hardly ever use the razor over the lip. I just use the shaver up against the grain. I feel like it gets closer and you don't risk cutting them. Now, sometime I will whenever I'm, breaking out the hot lather or, putting the shave gel on. But as you can see, I just kind of dry shave a lot if I feel like their skin can handle it. So right now, I just pull the skin tight, especially in the curve area, and I just go ahead and line that up. I like to do it dry shave, and I'm real light with the razor, and I hold it at an angle so it isn't pulling, but it's actually cutting. But I like to do that because whenever you hit that white ash line on there, it actually helps you see better, as far as how sharp that line is. And whenever you're going to line up the other side, it almost just acts as a level almost. That way you can, you know, look at that white line and make sure that the white line on this side is even with the other side. And as you can see, I'll go ahead and hit this with the razor. Then I step back a little bit and I look from this angle, which is a perfect angle, to make sure that those lines are even, looking from the front with their head up. And then I just hit it again and make sure that we get this thing as even as possible. So that way when he walks out of here, man, he don't feel all lopsided. Now we're gonna go ahead, once we take the cape off, we're gonna go ahead and make sure that we hit that bottom neck area. But also, there again, with his head up, if I see any loose hairs, I'm always just knocking those down to make sure it looks as clean as possible. And that's it. Hit him with the razor down below, or the shaver rather. Hit him with that alcohol, a little smell good. And that is it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Peace.